Hello. A year ago, I made a commitment, a New Year's resolution, you can say. And we all know the chances of completing a New Year's resolution is, well, nearly impossible. But, I beat the odds, just like when I pulled Eula on the 20th wish and beat the 50-50. So, after a long break from drawing, I decided to get back into it. So, I drew for 50 minutes and the outcome wasn't terrible, but most importantly, I actually enjoyed it. Now, keep this in mind. I said I took a break, but I actually quit drawing before that point. But I actually enjoyed it this time around. Now, even though I still enjoyed the drawing, I still wanted to improve, so I thought if I draw for 15-20 minutes daily, I wouldn't feel overwhelmed and would be able to improve. And right around the corner was the new year, so I said to myself that I would draw every day. Now, if you're like me, starting something and committing to it is one of the hardest things to do. But because it was so simple, I believed I could do it. And I gotta say, it was a journey. Now, disclaimer, these drawings are all references. I started my journey with the 15-minute sketches. Then with time, say about a month, I came to realize if I redrew it 2 to 3 times, then the results got better. And then another month went by, and this time around I thought bigger images were gonna be better, which increased drawing by another 15-20 minutes. Also during this time, I drew the MC from The Great Pretender. Now it looks normal here, but the image is kind of an illusion. I took it at an angle, but in reality, the proportions were terrible. I then thought the only person I'm truly tricking is myself. So I made a side note of it, to not cut corners, and then my journey continued. I then wanted to try complex drawings and attempted it for a few weeks, and here are the results. As the months went on, I wanted my drawings to become cleaner. I came to the conclusion that using a pen as such would make cleaner lines, and they did. Then I attempted a challenge within a challenge, and it was to complete a sketchbook within a month. That is 80 drawings, which each one taking about an hour to 2 hours. I did the math, and most days that would be 3 drawings. Sadly, I didn't accomplish that challenge, but I did end up with some really good drawings. Then, nearly 9 months in, I got into coloring, but I never did good at coloring, and I have attempted it throughout the challenge. But this time around, I colored them digitally, and were pretty clean. Throughout my coloring stage, I still inked with a pen, but for the last month I stopped and did outlines digitally also. Then, before I knew it, a whole year of drawing went by. I then drew my first drawing again, and I believe there was a lot of improvement. See? So, what do you guys think? Throughout this journey, I used 4.5 sketchbooks and used these pens, this dipping ink, and this pencil. I also used Kirita for my software, and for my hardware, I used this Wacom drawing tablet that cost me around $400. If you want to see all the drawings from the past year, they are all recorded on my Instagram at Ethereal Aces Art. And if you like to continue following my journey, then just comment, like, and subscribe, or just follow me on Instagram. But, as always, thank you for watching, guys.